Help from volunteers and fundraisers.
Wow, what phenomenal dogs and trainers too, of course. Well, that's it for part one, but join me afterwards where I'll be catching up with the Ballincollig Little Heroes at their charity cycle event, and I'll also be heading over to Collins Barracks Military Museum. Don't forget, if you want to get in contact with us, we would love to hear from you. You can email us at cork@irishtv.ie, or as always, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. See you after the break.
Darragh suffers from an undiagnosed problem. It comes under the umbrella of global development delay. So Darragh, basically, he needs 24-hour care. He is non-verbal. He is fed through a tube every day. Darragh can't do the simple things in life like you and I can. You know, he can't even clear his own throat with a simple cough. That has to be done for him. He suffers many seizures during the day. Medication is administered every day to help him with his seizures, to help him with just getting through the day, even getting through the night. For a night's sleep, Darragh has to be given medication. His parents, Donna and Gillian, get help from the Jack and Jill Foundation. They need a lot of help from nurses just to give Jill a bit of respite. But Darragh is, a lovely 6-year-old boy, but he's non-verbal, he's unable to communicate. In recent times, he has suffered broken limbs from the simple manoeuvre of lifting him. Again, he's unable to express pain, he's unable to express any form of communication to let people know what he's going through. So I think the family are basically, the fact that he is undiagnosed, they are encountering newer problems every day or every week. I think every couple of months something new will happen. The fact that Darragh is getting older, he's getting bigger. They've had to change their lifestyle quite a bit. The house has to be readapted. A vehicle has to be purchased for them through the aid of funding. To transport Darragh around the place from A to B, and just to give Jill and Donna, his parents, a better quality of life.
Now, Dave, you're one of the organisers for today's event. What's your connection to the families?
Well, I don't have a real connection. I suppose I found out about Clodagh back in January, where my wife's company did a promotion for him, where they did an event for a month, where they did wills for a special discount, and they donated all the money to charity. So then Natasha came home and she told me she met Clodagh's grandfather, and he told her a bit about Clodagh, and then we did a bit of research, and then we said, we might be able to help him out somewhere. So we set up a car wash and vac at our own house over the space of 3 months. So, and then we had a final fundraiser here on the 5th of April. So that was our first chance actually to meet Clodagh. So we just wanted to help out, and it was the best way that we thought we could do it. So.
And then you decided to split the fundraising then today with Darragh's Trust.
Actually, the main organiser, Breed, what she did is after the last event, she got together and she said she wanted to do a cycle together. So she was speaking to Connor, which would be his relation to Darragh. So basically we put the cycle together, organised the event, and what we said is we'll just split it between both charities.
And it's looking like a great day. There's great conditions for it.
Well, listen, everyone's been so good so far. Everyone's helped out. You can see with the vans and the people here, there's plenty of people helping out. So it's been, an event like this, it does take a lot of organising, and it does take people to help out. So it's great to see turnout like this.
Today it's a fantastic day. Such a great cause. Tell me about Clodagh. It's neuroblastoma she's diagnosed with, or she was.
She's 21 months now, but she was diagnosed at 5 weeks with a stage 4 neuroblastoma, which is a cancer of the nervous system. She's been through all the treatment over here in Ireland, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, any of the treatments that you kind of associate with even any adult cancer. But because neuroblastoma, there's such a high incidence of relapse, we had to seek further treatment in the States, and that's what we're fundraising so much money for, is to give her the best chance at surviving, basically. And that if it's a case that should the cancer relapse, that we just want to make sure that we can keep her around for as long as possible.
Day one, when she was diagnosed, what were the signs? What were the red flags for you?
There was no kind of red flags that linked directly to cancer. Actually, the cancer was kind of found purely by accident. When she was about 5 weeks, she was having fierce trouble feeding, and so we brought her into the hospital, and they done kind of fairly routine scans, and they found just a little growth then on her adrenal gland, which turned out to be cancer. And it was just, like I say, it was just purely incidental that they found it. If it had been left a few months, it would have developed, it would have gotten bigger, and it would have been far more serious. So from that point of view, we were very, very lucky that we caught it when we did.
I mean, for any parent, and you have an older daughter as well, do you?
An older son.
An older son, all right. It's not on your radar whatsoever, is it? What was it like when you got the diagnosis?
At first, the first few days, it was just, you're kind of numb to it. Like, we didn't realise when we were told neuroblastoma at first. It took us a few days before we realised that it actually was cancer. And I suppose that might have been our own kind of minds just kind of blocking it out. But once we did settle into it, once we did get used to it, it was kind of action stations. Then let's just fight it and let's beat it. Let's get rid of it.
And we wish the very best to Clodagh and Darragh and their